G'day cocktail lovers. This cocktail is called Sea Legs, and I decided to try this because Steve the bartender reckons this is the next big thing. You'll be seeing this everywhere in 2025. Man whose opinion and knowledge I respect, so I thought, let's give it a go. The second reason I wanted to try this is because it's quite an unusual combo, and I feel like Steve's going out on a limb saying this is going to be really big, because this is double smoke. This calls for a peated whiskey and mezcal, which is definitely not what I'd call a very mainstreamy sort of drink. There's no liqueurs or anything to modify that. For the sweetener, we're using orgeat, which is essentially sugar syrup made from nut milk. Almond is traditional. My homemade orgeat is actually macadamia and cashew. And I look around, you'll find recipes online for how to make it yourself. It's well worth it. Even the bitters is unusual. It calls for 2 or 3 dashes of celery bitters, and I happen to have celery bitters, which I usually use for martinis. This sort of spirit drink I've never used celery bitters in, but I have now. So let's actually give it a taste. I tell you what, I don't regard this as a very mainstream sort of flavor. It's a little bit challenging, but if you accept the challenge, I think you might like it. The smoke, the richness of the orgeat, some lime juice, and the bitters. It's a flavor explosion. There's a party in my... Well, it's not so much a party. The smoke just always makes me think of, you know, dive bars, or even just someone sitting in a big plush leather chair smoking a cigar. It's more like barbecue smoke than cigarette or cigar smoke to me. It's really tasty. I'll show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 1 ounce or 30 mils of peated whiskey, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of mezcal, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of orgeat, and 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils of lime juice, rounding things out with 2 or 3 dashes of celery bitters. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. Given it's a sour, you could also add a foaming agent to this. I tend to use Wonder Foam. I didn't in this case. You can also use egg white or aquafaba, and that might be a nice touch on this. But this is the second time I've made it. It didn't quite come together the first time. This time, it tastes much better. I think I might have been a bit careless with the ratios the first time. I'm deciding, well, I certainly like this, and maybe this would be a way to get people into smoky spirits, because a lot of people can find them a bit off-putting. But putting them in a sour template, particularly using orgeat, which is a very rich sugar syrup, and the lime juice is working quite well in there, I think this is a goer. I don't know if it'll really be a huge thing in 2025, but I like it. It's called Sea Legs. You might like it too. So give it a try and then come back and let me know what it was like for you. And come back and see me when I'm making some more cocktails, because I'm always doing something new and I'd love to have you back here. But until I do see you again, I'll say cheers.